Hello, I'm Ella Power from DriveElectric. For those that don't know us, we have made it our mission since 2008 to help businesses and individuals make the successful transition to electric vehicles. Today, I'm here at our Marlow head office to show you the new Peugeot E-Expert just behind me here. Now, before we take a closer look, it's really important to note that up until now, electric vans of this size have been limited in the market. Options have been expensive and range has been a limiting factor. So we believe this could be a game changer. Right, so first impressions. Well, it looks very nice, very similar to the Expert diesel in appearance. It looks robust, it looks solid. I personally love this distinctive grille at the front. It really looks like it means business. And you've got the lion here with a dichroic treatment on it to signify that it's electric. Apparently it changes colour according to the light and angle. To me, from here, it looks blue. Coming round the front, you've got your automatic lights and you've got your alloy wheels. Now, charging flap here at the front left, which opens like so to reveal your Type 2 and your CCS connector. Your Type 2 is your fast charge, typically plugged in with a 7 kilowatt wall box at home or at work. It will give you a full charge in around 11 hours. So you would look to plug that in overnight to be able to be ready and set off in the morning. The CCS connector is your public rapid charge. That normally gives you about 50 kilowatt of power, but this vehicle is capable of going up to 100 kilowatt. That will get you about 80% charged within around 45 minutes. Enough time to have a quick bit of lunch, grab your coffee and get back on the road. This vehicle comes in two battery sizes, 50 and 75 kilowatt hour. At DriveElectric, we've got on order the 75 kilowatt hour, which gives you more range. According to the WLTP, it's 211 miles. At DriveElectric, we also do our own real-world range testing, and we've given it 170 miles, which is still very impressive. Here you've got your twin sliding doors. This vehicle comes in three sizes. So you've got your compact, your standard, and your long. Here, today, we've got the standard model, which gives you 2.5 meters load length, 5.3 cubic meters load space, and up to 1.2 tons of payload. Now that is only 130 kilograms less than the diesel Expert. The standard E-Expert has an exterior length of 4.9 meters in comparison to the longer version, which has an exterior length of 5.3 meters with a load length of 2.8 meters and 6.1 cubic meters of load volume. For comparison, here's the standard E-Expert alongside the ENV 200. If you're looking for some more load length, then you're in luck. Follow me. Situated just here is a trap door, which opens like so. I take you around to the cabin. You simply pull up this blue toggle here, which lifts the passenger seat. This will give you just over an extra metre in load length. Here we are at the rear of the van. You've got your Peugeot badge again, which is still looking very blue to me. Twin solid rear doors, which open like so. And there's a nice feature here that allows the door to open up to 180 degrees if needed. The outside of this van looks very compact, but inside there is loads of space. You've got your lights just above and your steel bulkhead at the back just behind the cabin. Speaking of cabins, let's take a look in the driver's seat. So, welcome to the cabin. The driver's seat feels very comfortable. I've got a dual passenger seat here to my left, so this can seat three people quite comfortably. As soon as I got in, I noticed that there was some really deep storage in the door. You've got your cup holder here as well, which is a nice touch, and a compartment here in the middle to give you some extra storage, and also a glove box here to keep away any valuables tucked away safe and sound. Another little cubby hole here as well, and some storage here, perhaps for your phone once it's plugged in. You can really get a sense that whoever's designed this has thought about the needs of the van driver. The E-Expert comes with 3 different trim levels. We're sitting in the top spec. DriveElectric have on order the professional spec trim, which includes things like the touchscreen, compatible with Apple Play and Android. It also has an inbuilt sat-nav, you've got the aircon, your rear parking sensors, but my favourite feature is the mobile desk, which opens up like so. You've got a little swivel table here, great for doing paperwork, and a storage section here that you can put your pens in. It's a great setup, and you can imagine that a lot of drivers will find this really useful. This is the key to start. There's nothing too space agey about that. It's pretty traditional. Just put it in and turn, everything lights up. You've got 3 different modes on the right hand side: charge, eco and power, to optimize your performance. And you've got your battery level in replacement of the fuel gauge. And you can control the driving modes with this switch here. You've got power, which is for optimizing performance when you're transporting heavy loads, normal, which is for everyday use, and you've got your eco, which is for conserving your range. You can check your battery flow, other details in terms of usage, and your charge, which you can set up, and you can also defer times for charging if needed. One thing that I really recommend is preheating your vehicle before getting in it. This allows you to set your temperature that you would like, and pulls the energy from the mains rather than your battery before you set off. So let's take it for a spin. To start the vehicle, you just release the switch here, which is in replacement of a handbrake, and then you come here to the gear selector, pull down to drive, off we go. Take off, very smooth. You get that instant acceleration and torque, which is symbolic of all electric vehicles, making it much smoother and easier to drive. All electric vehicles obviously don't have an engine, so they're very quiet. I can actually hear birds singing outside rather than a dirty diesel engine, which is much more pleasant. The regenerative braking can vary depending on which electric vehicle you drive. For those that aren't familiar, regenerative braking is what happens when you take your foot off the accelerator. In internal combustion engines, that energy is wasted, whereas in electric motors, that energy is used and stored to actually power the battery. So when you take your foot off the accelerator, like so, it's telling me that I'm charging and my vehicle will eventually slow down. The good news is that the resistance doesn't feel that strong. On the vehicle that I drive, I can really feel the regen when I take my foot off the acceleration, which takes quite a lot of getting used to. But on this vehicle, you don't feel it as much. It's easy, it's comfortable, it's effortless. Another benefit of driving an electric vehicle is there's no gear stick. It maximises floor space, and it's like driving an automatic. It's really easy, you don't have to think about it, which makes it a more relaxing drive. Buying a vehicle like this outright can be very expensive, even with the up to £8,000 government grant applied. Leasing, on the other hand, is more affordable. You can finance the vehicle with a fixed monthly cost and also include things like service and maintenance, so that's all taken care of, enabling you to plan ahead. In comparison to leasing the Diesel Expert, the Peugeot E-Expert can appear more expensive, but that is on lease cost alone. When you consider the whole life cost, so all of the costs involved in actually running the vehicle, the picture looks very different. Up to 80% in fuel savings actually mean that the Peugeot E-Expert is by far the more cost-effective option for your business. Now, that comparison doesn't even take into account potential costs from the congestion charge zone and ultra-low emission zones, not to mention the clean air zones that are rapidly expanding across the UK. Vehicles that are zero emission like this are exempt, giving you an instant saving and access to cities. So, there we have it, the Peugeot E-Expert in all of her electric glory. The Peugeot brand philosophy is about the power of choice, giving us electric models with no compromise, but all the benefits of zero emissions. The E-Expert delivers on that promise, up to 200-mile range, a versatile design, and payloads and volumes nearly equivalent to the diesel Expert. This van is going to be an ideal choice for many businesses looking to make the switch, helping electric vans to become more mainstream. The E-Expert is available right now at DriveElectric to lease, so there's no time like the present to get in touch. Thank you for watching, and we hope to hear from you soon.